etc. So having this, you could literally see everything. And let's be honest, that person that's slacking off, you're going to be able to see right away. It's like that person has not, they have not written anything in their section there, right? Yeah. So you can see and avoid those slackers and seeing where they're at. And it also takes off that stress off that one person that had to compile everything and then make sure it's all formatted the right way or whatever. That was you?
Yeah, that was totally me.
What is collaborating with Office? Well, Office 365, we're going to be talking about some of the benefits that you actually have available to you when you have Office 365. And even if you're just working from a variety of different types of documents and ways to access and collaborate. So we're going to be going over things that relate to that. We'll be talking a little bit about OneDrive. As you can see, I have my OneDrive open here, and that's where our starting point for today is going to be. And then beyond that, we'll talk about, working in Word, working in PowerPoint, the different types of features that are available to you if you are collaborating in Office. And then beyond that, getting creative with things like OneNote and sharing there. And we'll also showcase some of the mobile ways that you can collaborate as well. So,
hi, everyone. I'm Sophia. I'm the territory manager for GTA West. Hope everyone's staying safe and tuning in right now.
Yeah, I mean, now's the time to tune in and learn about all those tips and tricks so you can get more efficient and, learn to a little bit better, work a little bit better.
Yeah.
So especially
with one of the good things that is like just the perfect time for where everyone's like working from home, and you can be like kind of the superstar in your team now that you're leading everybody, like knowing all this stuff, you're kind of leading your team in like this whole new way to collaborate virtually.
With OneDrive and Office 365, you get 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage. So this is the perfect place where you can actually start off by creating new documents and then going ahead and sharing them with the people. All I really need to do is just go to the top in my OneDrive, click on New. Then I have a variety of different ways that I can get started. So let's say if we wanted to work and collaborate together on a Word document. So I'm going to click on Word document here. It's going to open up a nice little window. And then this, I'm going to go ahead and then share with Sophia. So I'm going to show you the different ways that we can actually share. So maybe I just want to go ahead and rename it. So I'm just going to click on the title, rename it to Collaborating with Sophia. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead now and click on this share button. So before I even get started, maybe I already know I'm going to be working on this project with Sophia, so I know I want to collaborate. So this is where that share button comes in handy. So I'm already logged in with my account. When I click on share, it's actually giving me a variety of options of a way essentially for me to be able to go ahead and collaborate with Office, right? So give me a second. I'm going to click on share link so I can adjust these settings, like if I wanted to allow editing capability, if I wanted, if there's an expiration date, if I want to be able to set a password. In this case, I'm not going to set any of that because I'm giving this to Sophia. So I'm going to click on copy link. It's going to give me a shareable link there to copy. I sent the link inside the chat there. So from there, you'll be able to just quickly join into the document, and then I can show them where exactly, you could see other people working on it collaboratively. So I'm just going to make sure this is all set up the right way. Perfect. So now when I'm, working on a document, so let's say we want to set up an Xbox tournament. So this is where, I would put in the title. You can see different cursors here, actually. So Sophia is actually right on this document right now. And you'll be able to see that, Sophia is working alongside with me. I can go on and say, hey, maybe we want to put in a theme idea, maybe the date, time, amount of participants, right? So you can see that both of us can be collaborating at the same time. Now, a way that you can tell is obviously at the top here, it will say that Sophia is actually on the document with me currently. But beyond Sophia actually, being there, you can also see different cursors. So Sophia, do you want to click on a specific place? Just so, yeah, there you go. So you can see that her cursor is right there. So it is instant collaboration between us together at the same time. So there is an advantage of us being able to work together this way. because we could be brainstorming, we could be on a Teams call, we could be on whatever other format that we're talking to each other, but be working together. If we're not on the same conversation or we're not on the phone or on Teams or something, I can click on this little comments button right beside share. And then from here, I'm able to actually insert a new comment beside my cursor. So let's say we want to make a comment here. So let's go ahead and go to participants. And maybe I want to say, how many people do you think we need? Right? So I'm going to hit send. So there's a new conversation that's kind of started here. And you can see this little comment icon that's kind of showed up. And it looks like Sophia's kind of working on a little comment here. She hasn't written anything yet, but it looks like she can go back and respond, or she can leave her own new comment. So it's a great way or easy way for you to be able to still stay in communication, even if you're not on a live call or if you're not collaborating together. It's really easy for you to just be able to go in and then be able to collaborate that way.
I was gonna say really useful because when I worked when I was in school and I had a lot of like group essays to write, it was the biggest pain to have to write your part and then send it off to somebody else, and then somebody just or what we usually did was like everyone writes their own parts and then send it to the one person who puts everything together. But that's just an added extra step, right?
And the thing is, you don't know what the flow is though, right? So
No.
I used to do the same thing. You have your paragraph, but somebody's writing their paragraph completely different, even though they have a different section. It's definitely a lot different compared to, what it is and the tone is, etc. So having this, you could literally see everything. And let's be honest, that person that's slacking off, you're going to be able to see right away. It's like that person is not, they have not written anything in their section there, right? Yeah. So you can see and avoid those slackers and seeing where they're at. And it also takes off that stress off that one person that had to compile everything and then make sure it's all formatted the right way or whatever. That was you?
Yeah, that was totally me. The worst thing that could happen when you're collaborating is somebody deletes your part without understanding the context behind it. And then when you go back to read it and they're like, oh no, that's not what I meant. And I totally don't remember what I write.
It's like where did everything go, right? Like where is everything? The computer just got fried.
Used to tell people to, I think it was Control W or Alt F4 as a joke. And yeah, so I don't know if you guys know that shortcut, but it essentially just closes program or that window that you're using. And if you are literally in the middle of like a 5-page essay and you haven't built that habit to save every couple minutes, you'd be pretty angry, I think.
I would be. It's like 5 pages. I'm just hammered out an extra 2. I only have 3 saved. I hammered out 2 of them. Oh, you should try Alt F4. It's a quick shortcut for saving. No, it's not. And then you kind of close it. I don't
know if ever happened to you, but like even when I'm filling in like surveys or questions, like the moment I lose what I wrote, I'm like, I don't even want to write this again. This is not
So let's talk about tracking those changes. So if saving is happening, then how do you track like some of your stuff? So like, for example, resume assistant stuff is a part of the whole review process. And if you're working on other documents, but more of the tracking changes is what you'll need for the collaboration part, especially if you're going in and, for example, if I'm deleting this, if she wants to go in and go ahead, if she's tracking her changes, I can go back and reject those as well. And then it will show, okay, yeah, these were some of the changes that were made while the document was being reviewed. So I'm going to go in, hit delete. That's all kind of done. But then, you know what? Maybe this is not what should have been deleted. So now I can go in and hit cancel that if I wanted to. So now it's back to normal. No cancel. I can see that there. Perfect.